One area that is notoriously weak for most of us that do yoga is the back body, the posterior core. In this practice, we'll be focusing on strengthening the muscles that make up the posterior core. Because this area is so weak, you might start to feel it during the practice, so you can tone it down slightly, but keep with these strengthening poses. Stand tall, take your arms up, and come down to the mat. Go through all fours position to lower yourself all the way down. Reach your hands straight back. First, press your palms to the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Place your hands alongside your ribs. Come through all fours position to downward facing dog. And in downward facing dog, bend your knees, lift your sit bones, keep your armpits lifted, release your heels down toward the earth. Breathe in deep. Breathe out long. Breathe in and come to a plank position. Draw to your knees and lower yourself down. On fingertip top position, inhale, rise up. Exhale, soften. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften. Through all fours position to downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Place your hands to the low back. Rise up. Pause. Reflect on the breath. Find fullness there. Take your arms up and slightly back. Take your hands down to the mat. Step back to plank position. Come to all fours. Lower yourself to the mat. Reach your hands back. This time, lift your palms up off the mat. Pull the shoulders in toward each other. Rise up. Soften down. Lift up. And draw down. Reach back. And draw down. Place your hands to come to downward facing dog. Pause there. Refine your action. Lift your heels, bend your knees, lift your sit bones. Reach from your heart to your pelvis down to your heels. Breathe in deep and out long. Come to plank position, then all fours, lower yourself to the mat. As if the hands are pressing, rise up and soften down. Again, lift up without any help of the arms and draw down. Lift up and draw down. Come to all fours position, downward facing dog. Walk your feet Up to the top of the mat. Place your hands to your low back. Rise up. Pause in Tadasana. Breathe in deep. Out long. Breathe in. Reach up. Reach back. Breathe out. Take your hands to the mat. Step back to a plank position. Lower yourself all the way down. Stack your hands so your right hand is on top. Keep your head lifted. Take your right hand to your forehead as if the arm is trying to lift the head up. Keep that. Take your left leg up. On the in-breath, rise up the leg and the head. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Stack your hands so that the left hand is on top. Take your left hand, back of the hand to the head. Lift your right leg up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come to all fours position. And downward facing dog. Find fullness in the back body. Walk your feet up to your hands. Place your hands to your low back. Rise up. Pause. Breathe in deep. And out long. Reach your arms up and back. Take your hands wide apart. Release your hands down to the mat. Step back to a plank position. Come to your knees, lower down. Once you're on the floor, come to a Sphinx position with your forearms pressing. Pull from the fingers back. A nice isometric opening in the Sphinx position. Now place your right hand at a 45-degree angle toward the opposite corner. Bend your knees slightly so that you can get a nice grounded feeling with your right foot. Lift your pelvis up and release down. You feel this engagement on the side body. Lift up higher and draw down. If you'd like to straighten your legs for this side plank position, please go right ahead. Lift up, draw down. Come back to a Sphinx position. Draw your heart forward. Heads of the arm bones draw back. Take your left hand toward the right corner of the mat. Come to your left side. Bend your knees slightly or straighten the legs if you wish. Lift up the left hip. draw down. Lift up, draw down, lift up, draw down. Come back to the Sphinx position with fingers spread. Pull back from the fingertips to the elbows. Reach forward with a nice opening to the heart. Release to come back to all fours position and downward facing dog. As you refine your downward facing dog, to find this fullness in the pose, invite fullness in your breath as well. Walk your feet to your hands. Place your hands to your low back. Rise up. Pause in Dandasana. Breathe in deep and out long. Breathe in, expand and reach up and back. Breathe out, take your hands alongside your feet. Step back to all fours or a plank position. Make your way to the mat. On the mat, reach your hands straight back again. Lift your feet up. Engage your glutes very nicely. Now take the arms to the sides with the elbows bent in this cactus-like pose. Make fist with your hands. Draw your elbows toward your ribs as you lift your chest. Now reach your hands forward. Again, hug the elbows in and draw forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant your hands and come to all fours position. Make your way to downward facing dog. Expand into the back body just through the action of the breath. Make your way up to the front of the mat. Come to Dandasana. Pause there. Step your left foot back. Root down through the back heel. Bend your right knee. With your hands to this posterior part of the core that this practice is focusing on, get fullness there. Just through the action of your breath. Now lift up, try to keep that fullness. Take your arms up. Make fists with your hands. Bend your elbows. Draw your elbows all the way down toward your ribs. Reach up again, spread your fingers. Again, make fists as if pulling yourself up against resistance. Draw your elbows down. Reach up as if someone is trying to keep your hands up while you're taking them down. Imagine that resistance as you slowly take your elbows down toward your ribs. Release your hands and step your back foot forward. This action of drawing down against an imaginary resistance builds the back body muscles so well. So let's try it on the opposite side with the left foot forward, the right foot back. Bend your left knee. Reach your arms up, palms forward. Make fist with your hands. Draw down slowly as if going against a lifting quality on the underarms. Reach up. Again, slowly draw down as if the arms are going into cactus pose and down. One more, reach up and pull down. Release your hands to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Use this as a pause between the actions of strengthening the muscles that protect the back side, the posterior side of the core. Step your right foot right between your hands. Parallel your feet in a wide stance. Turn your right toes out. Bend your right knee. In the same way that we were just doing in that version of Virabhadrasana 1, take your hands up. Make a fist with your right hand. Draw it down and reach it out. A fist with your left hand against that imaginary resistance and reach out. A strong warrior pose you create with the back muscles very engaged. Now come to the opposite side, turn your left toes out, bend your left knee, reach your arms up, just engage nicely. Make fist. With the left hand, draw down against that imagined resistance before reaching the arm out. Draw down with the right before reaching out. And release. Heel toe your feet in toward each other. Pause in Dandasana. Make your way to the front of the mat again. Reach up and back. Take your hands to the mat. Step back to a plank position. Come to all fours. Lower yourself to the mat. Once on the mat, take the arms in that same position that we've been doing. Reach forward first. Lift your chest, make fists, pull back and lift up. Reach forward, make fist, pull back and rise up. Reach forward, make fist, pull back, lift up, and release to come to a seated position. Have your feet forward. Sit tall. Let's apply the lat work, the latissimus work that we did in the standing poses in a seated twist. Bend your right knee. Take your arms up, palms forward. Bend your elbows. Hug the elbows down. Now turn toward the bent right knee. Just place your left hand to the outer right knee, the right hand behind you. Sit tall. You engage before the twist to find that fullness of strength in the back body to go a little bit deeper. Release out of the twist with both legs straight. Get a nice opening to the upper chest. Keep your legs active. As you bend your left knee, keep your right leg active. Take your arms up. Make fists. Draw the elbows down. Keep that engagement. The strength is in the back body before the twist. Place your hand to the outer knee. Take your left hand close to the pelvis as you get tall in the twist. Release out of the twist. Come to lie down on your back. We've done so many things to strengthen the back body. So let's keep that strength alive as you press your elbows down. You lift the chest and lift the pelvis. Activate your legs. Draw from the heels toward your heart. Activate the glutes. You feel this engagement. Stay lifted. Slowly take your pelvis down. Release your arms. Extend your legs. Close your eyes. In this practice, we were able to engage an area that is rather weak for most of us, simply because of our lifestyle. The back side of the core. Breathe into that area. Bring that awareness to the back body to help increase the fullness, the engagement. Continue to energize and rejuvenate the back body. Allow your arms and your legs to feel completely supported. Let them feel heavy. To enable the pelvis and the shoulders to release, to let go. Thank you for joining me in this practice to engage and strengthen the posterior core area. Namaste.